How you doing, people? So today we have a small issue, small problem. So my father's car broke while he's in Sweden. The car is sitting in Lithuania and apparently the brake fluid is gone. So I think the brake pump is out completely. So I have a battery pack and I have a brake fluid, so hopefully we can move it because the battery is died also. Alright, so the battery pack is on. Let's see if it starts. Okay, it started. Good. Alright, so we have it going, but the parking brake shows fault. Maybe it's from sitting on for a pretty long time. And also the brake is pretty soft, so that's not good. Not good, especially for automatic car. So we are now gonna go and drop it to the garage, and I think we're gonna wait for Monday or Tuesday to wait for some parts. I'm gonna fix it. That's why I hate the cars that are completely electrical systems and a bunch of unnecessary things. I always like a mechanical guy. The less electronics, the better the car is, actually. Well, at least drives. I mean, yeah, if the comfort and everything is alright, the electronics is like the heating seats, ventilating seats, heating steering wheel, those accessories are really nice for comfort. But if there is really complicated wiring diagrams and whatever it could be, that is pretty bad. And if if something it's faulty, it breaks, the cost for fixing that is just massive. Alright, so the Citroen is parked. Next day, and I have received some deliveries. If you're following me on Instagram, you probably know what I got, but I didn't show you all. So in this box we have something that I wanted for a pretty long time, but it was a bit pricey and a bit hard to find. You can guess it right. It's some lights, but those ones are actually tail lights. So look at that. That is aftermarket ones. I have both, of course. So we're gonna try to change those. Those are pretty easy to replace, so let's do it. The stock taillights look like this. Let's change it to new ones. Got the kick. So what you think? Do you think this looks way better? I think so too. So we're definitely gonna keep those. Those are amazing, actually. Even the blink is really nice. That's nice. So as promised, I've been in the car wash. It's next day, and see how it looks. Look at that. I think that's real good looking. I think those are gonna pass inspection, but just in case I'm gonna keep those original ones. But those looks pretty sick. Damn, I like those. That's pretty nice ass actually. So probably gonna clean it and just leave it in the garage. Let's see what is in a second package. Well, we have a hook. For a pretty long time I was searching, looking for it, and I have, this is like an original hook. The only thing is missing is the outlet to connect the trailer lights and everything, you know. So I will order that also, but I think this is like complete setup with key and working and everything, locking. So as you can see, this is one, the attachable, just in case I'm gonna need to pull some trailer or whatever it could be. I have it in my car, so I can always just remove the cap and place it, and I have perfect setup. So probably after I'm gonna go to clean the car, I'm gonna start to pre-install the hook, because I need the hardware and I need to go probably to the store to search for it. But first I'm gonna look in the main beam, where this rear bumper is. On the rear beam, is there any holes and what size is this? Right, so the car is pretty much clean now, and well, it's shiny. Once again, it's shiny. But we have also some things to do until we can basically leave this here for like a winter, you know. And that is, so the headlights underneath has this kind of, I don't know how you call it, like an eyebrow. So it has both obviously on the same side, so it has those kind of like flaps over here, but inside where this is supposed to be like mounting, it's like old, and one or two pieces for like airs are just broken, and I want to replace those. Those are like temporarily placed and wrapped, so I have a new pair. Those are basically from like a China, you know. That's how it looks. So like those flaps, like when it breaks, it no more like holds. So you have to like either glue it or screw it with some, you know, hardware screws. So we have those. We have the wrap here. So we're gonna wrap those and change it from these older ones with the new ones. What else we have? We have this curtain that goes on our trunk, like inside. So it's broken. As you can see, it's all like rolled out, because when I purchased it, it was without a rivet, and the spring inside got loose, and I accidentally like hit one of the ends, and it just unraveled completely. So we need to fix that, figure out. I hate it. Once I fixed, and I did the same thing, I broke it again. So we're gonna do it once again, and hopefully now I have a rivet gun, so we're gonna do it properly. As you can see here, it has like this hole. It doesn't have any rivet inside, so we're gonna do it properly. And of course we have this hook, this towing hook or trailer hook, how you want to call it. So tomorrow I will probably gonna start dismantling the flap and gonna see what size of hardware I actually need. For those who are wonder these lamps, these taillights are how they made. As you can see, clearly is on original like light. I glued those kind of tiny, I cut them into slices and I just glue it like almost at the same gaps. So that's pretty much how it looks, and it looks pretty way better than original. You don't ruin the original, you can always peel it off, so that's real easy. And I have one more thing to fix, is actually, so as you know, I have the like media, like the board computer inside, which is like new and connected to all the system, but it has the camera which I placed inside. It's hidden now, so I want to connect the camera probably somewhere around here to just be, you know, and pointing, or maybe we can even drill like a tiny hole and just place the camera like from inside out, so only like the camera lens is going to be visible through the hole. And else this stop does not work. Either it's broken and needs to be replaced with a different one or a new one, or his like wires are like not connected properly. So at the same time as I'm gonna do, because all the wires are going from the boot out through the bottom and then through this metal piece and then inside here, and it bends and it comes out like right here. Like you can see probably there, yeah, you can see some wires here. So it comes like into this metal and just sticks inside. So I also going to need to redo all the wiring to put the camera, and probably I'm going to do some new wires for this light, because I don't know is it broken or not. Maybe we can test it with 12 volts, so we'll see about that. And obviously it has like few small things that I actually looking for, and it's like inside, I don't know as you can see, but there are like unusual car, there are like these plastics, and sometimes it has, if there's let's say some kind of cover and there's like screw inside, and then there's like middle caps. So I'm missing few of those caps that I'm gonna look for and gonna change it. So yeah, that's kind of pretty much it, because for me, like those small things, especially for like the project car that is like complete, it's pretty important, because if I know every single piece, every single bolt is correct, is original or replaced and fixed and so on, that's, for me, it's way better to sleep at night, you know. And I still cannot believe about these taillights. Those are freaking amazing. Like it has like, I don't know, maybe it's paint or something. It needs to be polished, but that's not a big deal. But even this plastic is like smoked. It's not wrapped, but it's like smoked. So that really stands out and kind of matches for the outside, because the original ones, as you can see, is way brighter, like way brighter red. And if I put only originals without this like stripes, it like stands out and it kind of not looks alright. So yeah, probably that's it for, I think, for today. And I'm gonna continue tomorrow. I'm gonna probably write everything on a note, what needs to be done. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow. What's up? So it's morning again, and I think we're gonna start our things to do. Let's start with the hook. Let's see what's up with the hook. So when I got it, at first I put like everything completely out, the lock mechanism was kind of stuck because, as you can see, the rubber that covers the keyhole is missing, and it was pretty much stuck with all the debris and everything. So I managed to clean it out, everything, and now it works. It twists, it spins, and it can be easily be unlocked. So we have our main part that goes to the car by the beam with 4 bolts, as you can see. I don't have the 4 bolts yet, but I'm gonna go and first of all check what size I need actually, because it didn't came with the original ones. So I'm gonna see what the part should be like. Alright, so what we have here, so we have this middle cap. I'm just going to remove it. Just like that, easy. That's how it removes. And now the space is open. So our part should kind of sit something like this, and it's supposed to be on the metal beam right underneath this bumper, like the plastic. So basically, as I don't can see, but this attaches to the beam frame actually, and over here there is, I see there is like 5 holes for some reason, 5, I don't know. So but this plastic is in our way. This is like middle part of the bumper, so we're probably gonna need to beautifully like pre-cut this to fit this inside, and gonna mount it. But yeah, probably gonna take a saw or some kind of tool to maybe remove that piece that we need to remove underneath, and hopefully it's all gonna be all right. Alright, so what do we have? So we have cutted this kind of space, and over here, I don't know, can you see? But there is holes. These holes is like threaded, so which means I only need the screws for like the hardware. So basically the screws goes through the hole and directly into the metal of this beam over here. Maybe you can see, maybe not. Yeah, you can see. So I will measure what hole it is, what size it is, and probably gonna go to a hardware store and find 4 bolts to mount this thing. So now I'm just gonna go to the hardware store to pick up my screws, because I measured. I need, I think it was like 12 millimeter M12 millimeter screw, like the thickness, and for the how long I need, I don't know, probably like 3 centimeters of actual screw. That cold, well obviously when it snows it's not really cold, it's like all been like covered, so I think it's like +1 degrees. So I'm just gonna go to a close by hardware store. I'm gonna buy 4 screws I need, and it's almost lunchtime, so I'm probably gonna mount the hook, cleaned up like the entire space to be done with the hook, and then I'm just gonna probably go eat. After that we're gonna continue with other things that we have to do. Alright, so we have some hardware. I took 2 different sizes just in case I mistakenly take my measurement, so no worries, I have both, and hopefully it's gonna fit. So unfortunately this bolt does not fit. The size is alright, it's 14s, but the thread I think. So the car is obviously, if you know, it's American made, so which means the thread's supposed to be like smaller. This is like 12 size, but the thread is smaller comparing to, let me show you. So as you can see, the thread, so this smaller one, the thread works, but I need only 14th of the size, this 14, it fits well, but the thread is too big. So I will gonna go and properly try to find it. If I will not going to find it, I will need to properly order it. Okay, so I have removed the, as you can see, those are like broke comparing to the new ones. It has these flaps. This one is like pretty much broken. So I'm gonna wrap those with new wrap. I'm gonna replace. Also gonna take this. I'm gonna fix it. And of course, do I know? I have a solution. I search it, and for example, the actual wheel, like bolts, are exactly like 1.5 size thread, and it's 14 millimeters. So particularly this one should fit. So let's test it. If it does fit, we're gonna keep it. I'm just gonna buy it more for some wheels because it's easier to find in the car shop store than to just regular screws. Okay, so it's the next day. Yesterday my phone died and I forgot to take my charger with me. So, but I managed to do a lot of things. So first things first, with the hook. So we made it possible. It's underneath there. I used actual screws from the wheels. Those are same, the measurements and everything, the length, everything fitted well. And as you can see, everything closes up and like there's nothing there. So you basically open this gap and then you stick that hitch and you can put, you know, trailer and drag it. Also inside, probably you can see, maybe not. Inside I managed to fix the curtain, and of course with this thing, whatever you call it. So I managed to also wrap it and put the new ones. In the future I'm gonna change the headlights because like the holsters that actually, like this piece goes and like hooks inside the holster from the headlight, and that's kind of bit like broken. I managed to weld it, but it doesn't look good. What I didn't show you, if you follow me on Instagram, I managed to find one of 750 original Brabus wheel from the 7.3 liter Brabus. So this is like a real one. As you can see, it's missing like leather and needs to be repaired. So probably in the future also gonna do repair. We're gonna do the new leather properly. I think we're gonna do Alcantara. Same for the airbag, and for the wood we're gonna switch it. Basically we're gonna shim off all that wood and we're gonna make out of real carbon with shavings and everything, so it should be looking real good. I have ordered a new Brabus logo, and probably we're gonna put like a B on the wheel because this is like really nice wheel from real Brabus. So yeah, basically that's it I think for today, and for this episode. It's Friday, so if you're watching it today, so the video should be right on Friday evening. And yeah, so we have the M class, so we have some more things to do. Obviously I haven't find still the outlet for the hitch, and there are many like small things that is missing, like not many but few. So I'll make another list what's been left. There's probably less than 10 things in total to complete absolutely everything in the complectation and everything to be alright. So yeah, so for now we're gonna leave it here. So I think we're gonna end up this episode. I hope you like it. As always, smash a like and see you on the next one.